Hi team, it's Sevella. So today I want to show you how to create an email list from scratch, okay? First thing, I use Builderall, so hopefully you use Builderall. I will explain the reason why I use Builderall in another video, okay? So once you sign into Builderall, you go here to Mailing Boss Autoresponder, click on Enter, give it a moment to come up. All right, so here you can create a workflow, a subscribers list, which is what we're going to do, and you can create a new campaign. But before we create the campaign, we need to create the list. So I'm going to put just test here, okay? Then I'm going to put SLC test, right? And then I'm going to put test, just so you guys can see it. All right, so here's where you would put like your name, like it would be Sevella. The display name is what you're going to always see. So I would put Stamps, Leads, and Cash email campaign, or Stamps, Leads, and Cash training, or whatever it is that you're doing. And then put a little description right here, and then hit continue. All right, so this is how it will look. Now here is where you have your double opt-in, or you can do a single opt-in. To be honest with you, I always go with double opt-in. The reason for that is when people sign into your landing page or your opt-in page, this helps to cut down on the scam and those bounced emails that we get sometimes and the junk stuff. So that's why I do a double opt-in. Usually if somebody's legitimate, they don't mind going through a simple process. If they're a scammer, more than likely they're not going to want to do that because they just want to get in and get out, right? So that's the reason why I set that up. Now for opting out, if you want to opt out, you certainly can. I don't want to stop you because you don't want to be here. And if you don't want to be here, then you don't have to be here. Here's where you're going to put your tags. See, I got some right here. Okay. So we're setting up mailbox money email campaign. So I'm going to use like things like this. Okay. Just to give you a couple examples. You have a list of hashtags. You can put some of those in here as well. Okay. That's going to help you. If you can't think of some, use your hashtag list. Then you want to hit next. Then it's going to take us to the next step. When you see this right here, that's a good thing, okay? If this looks different when you hit next, then you did something wrong, so you'll have to go back to try to fix it, okay? Now, here is where we're going to choose our custom fields. So remember when you opt in to my landing page or my opt-in page for SLC, I had two fields. I had a first name field, and I always have an email field. Some people might want to ask your last name. Honestly, if you ask too many questions, people get frustrated and they're going to move on. So generally, you will just see these two fields here, okay? But you can do what you want. It's just a suggestion. If you want to create more fields, you can create them here. There's a ton of different fields. All you do is click the button. Like if you want to add a phone number, you click this, and then it would populate down here, okay? I don't want to do that, but you certainly can, okay? All right, so as you can see, the email is first, right? It's in a 0 position. That's what this is. See sort order, that just tells you the different positions. If you want it in the top, 0 means the top, and 1 means next. I want it to be next, okay? Here is the tag for the email because this is standard, okay? Everybody has to use this one. It's an email list. It has to be required, right? And it needs to be visible, okay? I do not use these fields down here, so you don't have to worry about those. Then I want to say save. All right, so it's looking good, looking good. All right, so this below here, guys, is when you want to create a new campaign, which we'll do that here in a minute. If you want to create a new sequence, that's what this is for. If you want to import your subscribers, that's what this is for. I'm not going to get into these things here because that would be more so training you with Builderall, and I will get into that in another video. Subscribers growth, the responsivity level, delivery versus bounces. unsubscribers growth. Okay, that's what these fields are. So anytime something bounces that doesn't get through, it'll show here. Okay, anytime somebody unsubscribe, it's going to show here. All right, guys. Okay, so we are going to create a new campaign. So let's go here. Actually, let's give the name. Let's just put email training. How about that? Okay, and continue. All right. So here it is. Here's our new campaign. You see all these things here? We have to go through those and then we'll be at the done. So it won't take long. Now, the type of emails I want to send, you can do broadcast as well. And a broadcast is when you want to send out, like when I do the webinars, I will do a broadcast on Thursdays. You can schedule that for a specific time, specific date. But right now, this is just for email training, so we want regular. Okay, so you go there and you can set up automation, you can set up autoresponder. Now, basically, these are very similar. I'm not going to get into automation today. I am going to get into the autoresponder, okay? Because that's what we're doing. We're setting up our email autoresponder, which is basically, it's still automation. So we're going to click on here because we're going to use the autoresponder type. Now, this tells me the list that I want to use. Now, I could pick, if you have other lists like I do here, as you can see, I have a lot of different lists. I really do. But I'm not going to pick anything because I want to show you how to set it up. So we're just going to keep it here as a test, okay? If I wanted to use a sequence, let me go back here. So let's say you already have an email set up somewhere within Builderall, okay? It has to be within Builderall. And you just want to change a couple things, or maybe maybe you have several postcard businesses, right? And they all need an email. What you can do, you can set up one, and then you can go here and say, okay, postcard 2, postcard 3, on and on and on, and use the same emails and just change them up. Of course, your links and all that stuff. Okay, so you can do that. You don't have to redo everything. Does that make sense? Here, you're going to choose your sequence. I'm not going to choose anything. Again, I could choose something, but I don't want to because I want to show you how to set everything up. This is the segment filter, lead score. I don't use any of these right now. We're just setting up a basic email, okay? We're not gonna put any fancy stuff on there right now, okay? All right. So I'm gonna save and next. Trying to keep it basic. Okay, good news. We are good here. Yay. This is if you want to import, update. If you have a template already, maybe you want to upload that into the system. You can do that. If you want to change or select a template, you can do that. Okay. I'm not going to do any of that. I basically am just going to add an email here. Okay. So this is the email that you would write. Okay, let's just pretend. Over here are your settings that you can use, the tools that you can add, links. I use all of these a lot actually, but it depends on what you want to use. Okay, but as you can see, you can add timers and things like that in here as well. Okay, see the 3 hours gray. You can pick colors. You can brand with your branding colors. You can do stuff like that if you like. If you want to add social media, you can do that here. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do in Builderall, and that is one of the reasons why I am with them, because I love, love, love Builderall. Okay, so let's pretend like we're done with this email. Okay, oops, where is I'm on a smaller laptop this afternoon, and so everything is so small to me. Okay, let me pull this up. Okay, why are you? Come on. Not sure why. Okay, there it is. I hope. All right, let's, so we're not going to use anything here. Just like I said, we'll pretend like we set that up. Okay, there we go. Save and next. That's what I was trying to get to, is at the bottom. I'm actually on my smaller laptop today. Okay, so everything went through just great. Now, here's my name. This is where you would put your email. And over here, if you have a support email, oh gosh, hold on, guys. Okay, there we go. If you have a support email, you would put it here or whatever. Like I have a lot of different ones that I use. So like this one, this is what I would use here. Okay. Because then when a person gets an email from SLC, this is what they'll see. Okay. Again, this is a test email. Okay. And I have other businesses, but you put whatever you want there. Okay. I'm just going to use what I already have. This is your reply to email. So I would change that to SLC. This is the available tags for the email, and you can put a subject if you want to. I'm not going to do that, but you can. So I'm just going to save it. I'm just giving you an idea of how to set this up pretty quickly. Now I had an error, didn't I? So I need to go back and fix it. Okay. See this in here in red? No, actually, well, this is the error, but let me go back and put it back. I think it was here. Okay. This says cannot be blank. So I'm just going to type something in there. Plus, I just wanted to show you that what the error part looks like. Okay, so now we're good to go. Now, what you can do here, what time do you want to send an email? Well, you can put, I'm just going to put weekday, autoresponder weekday, just say Monday, weekday, send hours, 12:15. Do you want people to see this? Future subscribers, you want to say yes. And this was activated on this day right now. Okay. So this is if you want to send an email test. You would put, you can see I got a lot of emails. So I just sent a test there. I'm not going to go check it. I just want to show you what things look like. Okay. The email test was not sent. Okay, that's because I don't really have true text in there. See, I don't have a true text in there. That's why. Okay, so let's pretend it did go through. This down here shows you the test, the confirmed subscribers here, my name, your email address, the date, and the time. Okay, let's just pretend it's good. Then what you would do is save and activate. Okay, but we know it didn't go through, so we know it's not going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And then we are going to see right here, email training. So it has been created, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click on this so we can start our campaign now. Okay, so it's taking me back here. Why? Why is it taking me back here? Well, let's find out. Probably because I'm not going to send a test email. I'm just going to save and activate. Okay. Your cannot be activated because of that. That was the last one. Your campaign name email has been successful. Okay, so everything, but it will be blocked from sending until it's reviewed because I don't have anything in there. That's the reason why, guys. Okay, but that's okay. Again, I just want to share with you what things look like. So here is all of my emails, or I can go to my email sequence, which is what I want to do. Okay. So hopefully it doesn't sound confusing to you. Hopefully not. Let me get to where I need to be. I believe it's going to be on the second page. Hopefully. But you did see where it said it's going to be blocked. Dang on it. Okay. Give it a moment. There we go. And you can see right here, it has it as a draft. Okay. So if we go here to create new, I'd have to start all over with the campaign name and everything. Okay. And I don't want to do that, right? I don't want to do that. So let's go back to list. And these are issues that may come up, and that's why I'm kind of going through them for you, not trying to frustrate you. I just want you to understand what happens. It sometimes happens, right? So what I'm going to do is go into, oops, sorry about that. Okay, you can see the list here. I have to go into campaigns in order to create the campaign. But what I'll have to do to really create that campaign, guys, is I will have to go in and I will have to fix that email. Okay. So am I going to do that for time's sake? No, I'm not. I am going to go in here. Actually, I'm not going to go into that one. I will go into one you're familiar with. I'll go into stamps, leads, and cash. Okay. So I'm always putting emails in here. Usually on the weekend, guys, is a time that I do that. I will add a couple of emails. Okay. So we know there's already emails in here because you all have received them, right? So what happens is let's go ahead and add a new email. See where it says plus add? You just hit that. Okay, it really truly is simple. You just hit that because when you created your email list, you would have actually put in that first email. I just did not because I really wanted to show you that if you didn't put things in there properly, you would see these type of errors. So that was the reason for that. Okay, so now I'm going to actually show you how to add an email. So what happens when you click an email? Now, normally this will be your first email, right? But because I have several, it just automatically adds it, okay? It always comes up with, this is your title, okay? There is no number, and I'm going to leave that blank, but I number my emails. And once this starts, stop right here, I'll show you why. I number them so that they could be in order of the way I want them to go out to my leads, okay? Everybody on your email list is your lead, is a potential person that will join your opportunity. So your emails are very, very, very important. And I teach more about email marketing. There's a course, it's $7. It's super inexpensive, guys. And it's called 5 Times Your Income. It is in the back office. Take a peek, and it's only $7. If you wanted to get a 30-day coaching session for 30 days, I share with you how to really create emails and send them out, et cetera, then that is $97. But the initial course is $7, okay? So now the reason why I number these, if I went down here, okay, you see that? I put them in order. See, there's 0. 0 means it's going out as soon as somebody subscribes, okay? This is day 1, this is day 2, and on and on and on. You guys have already seen these emails here. I'm sure you have because you're already on my list, okay? So here is where, again, you would put in your information. And guess what? I'm going to take all that out, and I'm going to put tested there, okay? Over here, again, remember I showed you this? You can add headings, text block, images, links. I add them, I use it all. Okay, text with links, you can put on the left, on the right. Okay, social media, everything is here for you. Okay, so again, we're creating something here. So you just put done, and you can see it's thinking up there. All right, so then what happens is it'll bring it back up to you, but it's still thinking right here. Okay, so once it stops thinking, let me actually close that out. Don't know what this is right here. Okay, but once it stops thinking, then we'll go to the next step. Very, very simple, guys. So basically, you hit plus add email. You put your information here, okay? You go and press done. And looks like we're having an issue here. So you press done. And then once you press done, it's going to bring you back to this page like it did. But again, it's thinking too long, so that tells me it's a problem. But I'm going to keep talking. So then what you do is you want to click here. See where it says 0 days? Once you click here, that actually takes you to the days you want your campaign to go out. Okay, so here it is. It did come up. Yay, yay, yay. All right. So let's get to the test. Where are you at? Let's scroll down a bit. Okay, it shouldn't be below there. Oh, I didn't title it. I didn't title it, so I'm going to put that there. So we know that's the one. Okay. So this is where you put your title, guys. I apologize. You put your title there. Okay. And then let's hit, oops, I went too fast. Let's hit done again, right there. And hopefully it'll be faster this time, okay? It looks like it is. Yay. Okay, cool. So now, over here, oh, it's still thinking. Once it stops, it's going to be over here, and we can find it by the subject E, right? Which it should usually be up in here, because this is 0, this is 0, so it's going to be up in these 3. It won't go down there because there's no number attached yet, okay? So let's give it another moment. You know, it's late in the evening, as you saw the time. And sometimes when it's late like this, a lot of people are building things, their funnels, you know, classes, all kind of stuff people build in Builderall. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time to turn over, if you will. And that's okay. I'm just used to it. And I know you're not right now, but I am. Okay. So it is still thinking. My goodness, there it is, finally. So it stopped. And so now let's find, we should be able to see it here. There it is, right here. Anything with 0 minutes is going to be above it, okay? See, anything with the day is going to be below it. So now let's go ahead and choose a day. You just click here to start our campaign. And what this is, you usually want to have it look like this: send to future subscribers only, because you don't want people getting the same email over and over. Now you can choose send to current and future subscribers. Okay, I would go with this one because you don't want your people to get the same email twice. Now you see the time. See, I told you it was late. So it will tell you the date and the time that you activated it. And this is the time and date here. Now, autoresponder event after subscribe. We always want it to be after someone subscribes, this is what's going to happen. So we have to tell it what's going to happen. You can make it after the campaign opens. You could put the day of the week after the campaign activation. You can put whatever you want, but my suggestion is after the person puts their information into your login page and or your landing page, okay? Now, this is going to be autoresponder. You can make it whatever. You can, let's just make it 50. Oops, 50. Okay, so it'll take it way to the bottom. Okay, so actually I'm going to make it 1 because I want it to stay at the top, so I don't have to look for it. So it'll be right up in here. Okay, so let's just make this 1. And then here, guys, is where you can put your time unit. Okay, you can have it minute, hour, day, week, month, year. Totally up to you. Okay, totally up to you. I always leave mine for day because I like my subscribers to get an email every day, every other day. Okay. I won't go more than 3 days. That's way too long. In email marketing, you need to be aware of your audience in the email. So it's the same concept as your social media page. Okay. You have to be consistent in order for your email marketing to pay off. See, email marketing, you get paid through email marketing as well as your social media marketing, just to let you know. Okay. It's very important. Here, I always leave it as same as subscription. Of course, you can change it if you choose to. Here's the different times. You know, it has different times. I'm not going to do that. I always leave mine just like that. And then you want to save it. You always want to save everything when you're done. Okay, now it's going to think like it's thinking. Once it's done thinking, which it just finished, okay, then, what? Nope, it's not finished. It's still thinking. It's going to bring it down here. It's going to generate down here below the zeros, okay? Just to let you know, it's always going to be below the zeros. If I had chosen 50, because I have 40 some emails in here, but let's say I'm doing my next email, I want to take it 2 days later, I will add 2 days to whatever it is. So like, for example, well, let's use this. This is 0. So say I want this one to go out first, and I want my next email to go out in 2 days, I would make this a 2. If you wanted to go out in 5 days, you make it a 5. If you wanted to go out in 10 days, you make it a 10. I like mine to go out every day, every other day, because I want to keep in contact with my email audience. Does that make sense? That's the only way to connect with them. And when you're giving people emails, you want to give them information about the opportunity. You want to share things with about your family, just like your social media page. Okay. You want to also share results in there and share a lot of different things in there. But again, I have an email marketing course that you can take for $7. Okay. All right. So let's get back to this. Let's scroll back up. Actually, we made it 1, so we got to scroll down. There it is. See it right there? Now, activate means that you want to put it on hold. I know it's reversed. It's crazy to me, but it's the way it is. It means you want to put it on hold. So these are on hold. This I use this for my webinar night. So if you're creating an email list, or if you already have one in Builderall, you can create a webinar email so that on the night of the webinar that I give, right, you can send people a reminder. That's what I do. I schedule a reminder, okay, for the date and the time. I always do the time 15 minutes before the webinar. That way, if they are available, they possibly will jump on. Once they jump on, guys, to the webinar, then at that time they will probably reach out to you because they've been getting your email. So they are a warm market now. They've been getting your emails, right? Connecting with you through email. Email marketing is very, very, very important. I can't stress it enough. All right. So then now I'm going to hit this. Pause means um, this is ready to go. See that? Pause. All these below are already on pause and they're ready to go because I activated it, right? See how they're on pause? They're all ready to go. So that's how you create your simple email. Very, very, very easy. Now I'm going to take this off of pause because I definitely don't want that to go out. Just in case somebody is right now signing in, because hopefully they are, right? So I'm actually going to go ahead and delete this. Go ahead and delete it now so that I don't forget. But this is how you create your simple emails, guys. Super, super easy to do. All right, let me just double check that and make sure it is gone. Well, it's still thinking. And that's it. So if you have any questions, first of all, you have to be a member of Builderall, okay? If you're not a member of Builderall, you might want to consider it. I'm going to do another video on Builderall and what Builderall has to offer. And you can take a peek at that. You can make a decision on what you would like to do. You may be in another email platform. There's a lot of them out there. I am in this one because it offers so much for my business. That's the reason why. It is a monthly payment as well. Again, I'm not going to go over Builderall in this video. Um, I'm gonna sign off as soon as it's done with this. Okay. So again, this is an easy way to create your email list from scratch, guys. Super, super easy. Okay, I'm gonna stop the share now. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next training.